And then after the February special, it's going to go another round of shows again for the broadcast for everyone. So ladies and gentlemen, today is going to be the final finale. The curtains down for Miguel Flores in Mexico. Thank you so much. Miguel, so without you don't need any introduction to our audience, because you have been with us for so many weeks, since I think November, October, November, and then you did a show with us in Christmas, which is going to come out
of course I remember.
after the February special, which I call the Hurricane February. And then today, I would like to welcome Miguel Flores all the way from Mexico to play the listeners and the viewers his final finale show with us for the prolonged pandemic. And it's been such a wonderful time with him. He has been such a good friend. We've built a friendship in our communication, and I think it's built better than the foreign ministry of Mexico and Singapore.
Yes.
I think we do a better job by the people. Am I right?
We have done our job, right? I mean, the thing here is that we're here. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
That's the important thing is that we're here. We're here checking things out. We're here learning, of course. We're here, providing a lot of good time, a very good time for the people. That's what I believe is the most important thing, because we have talked to people about how to, I don't know, probably how to get along on this moment, or how to it, or I don't know.
That's very true. We talked about, let's review. There has been a lot of heartaches, heartbreaks, which is true. A lot of people are going through very tough times at this moment. But it is a reflection of what goes on in the ground. Some of these things is not reported in the news. Like yesterday or Sunday night, if any of the listeners and the viewers tuned in, I was talking to Dr. Kumar Banwell, all the way from India. He told me his good friend succumbed to COVID-19 and passed. And he was an expert, and he was a very good man. But people in the front line do sacrifice their lives. And up to date, I think about 2 million have already succumbed to I think about 2 million have already succumbed to the virus, 2.5 million, and 111 million people are tested positive, which means that 111 million people's families are affected. Hopefully 90% of them would have recovered. Thank you so much. But Miguel, we are in testing times of humanity. And for today, let's lift our spirits up a little bit. Miguel, are you ready for my cook-off battle?
Let me tell you something.
I would like to show you what I do in Singapore.
After watching what Lamar is doing and watching the rest of the guys, what they're doing, I feel like, oh my God, this is not gonna be good.
Why? Because of your cooking?
No, it's just that that's why I told you before. I will try my best.
No, we don't have to try our best. We are just trying to survive.
The thing is that I want to see if I can make it in my kitchen, without killing myself in the process, because probably one of the few things that I can do in the kitchen is, I don't know, to prepare scrambled eggs. Normally they get burned.
Yeah.
But I'll give you something good, I promise.
No worries. Miguel, you have to remember, we are now surviving. Our best is always substandard, but that's the best that we could give in the restrictions of the lockdown and in the difficult times that we are through. That's the best. Without further ado, I am going to try for the first time. Miguel, tell me if I'm wrong. I'm very technically legged. I'm going to share with you my video, and hopefully nothing comes out. And if it does, please censor it. Okay.
It's just a kid. Come on, it's just cooking, man. It's not like you're doing something weird or anything.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to show you if it works. All right, I'm just
It's
gonna play
working.
this.
Here we
Let
go.
me see. Are you looking at the video now?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, now I just want to say this is my
Hi friends,
channel.
so today I'm going to show you the ingredients for nasi lemak chili. We've got garlic, onion, small onion. We've got this yellow ginger, okay, and we've got blue ginger. And blue ginger is essential because of its fragrance. It's wonderful. I've learned to love it so much. Red chili, green chili, old ginger, all right, and also turmeric powder, chili powder, brown sugar, right, and oil and salt. So I'm just going to show you how things are done. Right, you see I've actually cut the chili inside here, and I'm going to cut the yellow ginger here, and also Chinese old ginger to be ground all together, and of course garlic. I'm going to cut it in to ground all together. So I'm going to grind them now. All the aromatics, spices. So these are immunity boosting spices. And now onions. Right, it has been grind. So I'm going to pour it together with all the other ingredients that has been grounded, and then I'm going to start adding the other ingredients. Look at this, it's like, if only you can smell it over the video. It is so fragrant from the aromatics. It just kind of wakes you up and makes you feel so refreshing, so energetic from all the fragrance of the aromatics and the spices. So there we have it. All the ingredients are really ground here, right? The garlic, ginger, and you just want to do this under 10 minutes. So I've done it as much as I could, and you don't have to be perfect because this is not master class, but really healthy ingredients. And then you've got organic red chili powder and also turmeric. I'm just going to show you here the organic chili powder from India. All right, and also turmeric. And then I'm going to add in brown sugar. So all the wonderful natural ingredient, and also pink Himalayan salt. Right, this is the pink Himalayan salt. So all the wonderful natural ingredients from the earth. Now we've got all the ingredients, all the aromatics, gingers, the different gingers, garlic, red chili and green chili padi, organic chili powder, turmeric, gula melaka, brown sugar, which is raw cane sugar, and I've got the pink Himalayan salt, and final item, the canola oil. Right? I'm going to on the fire. So this can be done in 3 minutes. Fire is on. I'm going to stir them. I'm going to simmer it and cook it, or you can fry it, but I'm just going to do it the efficient manner for the busy professional woman. I'm just going to cover it. You can hear it simmer, and if you can smell it, oh wow, it's wonderful. Wow, this is just wonderful. The aroma just fills the house. Oh, it's absolutely mind-blowing. Spectacular fragrance. And with a dash of water, oh my god, this is just so wonderful. So you've got the very simplified nasi lemak chili. It's just so spectacular, really healthy with all the ingredients, especially with the pink Himalayan salt, brown sugar, and all the wonderful aromatics and spices. Bon appetit! And this can go with any food, rice, noodles, yeah, just plain rice.
Look at that. Look at that. That's it.
Okay, now I'm just going to explain a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, it's a breakthrough for me technical wise because I'm able to share a video on Zoom live to Mexico, Facebook, YouTube here in Singapore. Can you please give me a round of applause,
Yes,
Miguel?
yes, yes, yes. You got it deserved. You got it. You got it deserved. Hell yeah.
So that was like, my first technical breakthrough. I've never done it before. So and it's successfully being broadcast to Facebook and YouTube and to you. I mean, to me, that's the world's first. Pat on the back.
Imagine that is a premiere. That is a premiere right there.
Yeah,
That was
thank you.
that was the premiere.
And
That's
also
good. Great
the
job.
and also the food that I made, to explain a little bit, I love spices. I love food that has multiple level of layers, of flavors. I think I would love the Mexican food because Mexican food, I think, is famous for its spices. It's famous for its the kind of intricate,
Now,
exotic taste, and also coming from where you are, right? Mexico, that's where you've got rainforest, from where you are. So from
uh,
you've got lots of agriculture over there, right?
well, yes, I can say that we have it. I mean, there's. Let me tell you something. The variety that we have here,
Yeah,
precisely to think about all those things, or to think about all the possibilities that you got, it's just amazing here. I mean,
yeah.
you would love it, especially because, first of all, I guess a very big percentage of what we eat
Yeah,
is made with corn, especially because you made tortillas with it, right?
yeah.
And but I believe that one of the best things that we have here in Mexico is that at the end of the day, uh, we have a bigger diversity because, okay, probably here in Mexico City it may be one thing, but if you go out to the states and if you go out to see what's going on out there,
Mm-hmm.
it's mind blowing because, okay, I can give you a
Wow.
little reference of what I know, but believe me, I am an ignorant because I don't know for sure exactly how big is Mexico's food variety. A lot of
Wow.
people is actually um, a lot of people is actually with the idea that Mexico is all about this crunchy tacos that they sell in the United States, which obviously it's a horrible mistake. I
No,
have spoken
we
to.
have got lots of Mexican restaurants in Singapore. They all look like very exotic food. And tacos is the last in my mind because I'm very sure there's so much kind of a variety of food with a lot of spices, a lot of layering of the flavors. I mean, that's my impression of Mexico, right?
Well, the variety of sauces that we can do,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
variety of chiles, or yes, the variety of chiles that we can use. Sometimes you don't need a lot of spices. You just need a big chunk of chili. You
Big chunk
bite
of
it with
chili. Wow.
you bite
Okay,
it
you know what?
naturally like that, and you're like,
I'm a lover of chilies. Yeah, I'm just gonna explain my dish to you. I just want you to give me your feedback. How
yeah.
much did you understand from that 10 minutes of lockdown cooking? Or you didn't understand what I was
Yes, I
trying
mean
to
probably
cook?
the things that I was gonna ask you is, okay, for example, about the spices and the condiments that you use.
Yeah,
Uh, I assume that those are very normal with you guys because normally we don't use a lot of things from India, not
yeah,
because we don't want to, but because,
yeah,
well, maybe they are not very common here.
yeah. Okay.
All the
I just
opposite.
want
Like, okay,
I
we
just
have our
want to
thing.
ex- yeah, I just want to explain. I was trying to make a kind of chili sauce. I think in Mexico you have the salsa, right?
Yes, it is a chili sauce at the end of the day, but made a little differently.
Yeah,
A little less spices, a little
yeah,
bit more vegetables.
yeah,
There's a bunch of things that we would do as well.
yeah.
For example, grilling the vegetables. But maybe that's one option. The other one is to stew the vegetables. If you want to make another variety of sauce, for example, you
Mm.
know, you never make it raw, is because it has this weird taste. You have to do it like
So, like during the
uh,
lockdown, right? What do you cook you for your child? You for your child.
mm, I grill a lot of meat.
Okay. You grill a lot
Maybe
of
not.
meat.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, you should see it every time we're eating. It looks like we're a couple of dogs, like.
And yeah, and also you have do you have an outdoor balcony place that you can do your grilling,
Well,
or
yes,
you
we
do
can
it in the
say
kitchen?
that. No, the kitchen is well. I would say the kitchen has a very big window, so I
Oh,
use that.
okay, okay. Because I don't really grill anything here in Singapore because the weather is already so hot. I think it will set the whole house on fire.
Let me tell you something. Grilling meat and a
Yeah,
beer,
yeah. It's fantastic,
best
right?
recipe for hot. It's the
Okay.
best recipe for hot weather. Let me tell you.
Really? Okay, tell me
Yeah.
like during lockdown, like do you find it stressful to cook every day, or it's
Mm,
an easy thing for you to do? You don't mind like just throwing a piece of meat for grilling and then you can kind of like be happy for the day.
I would say that in my particular case, I would say that it has been an experience for me
Mm,
because I have been able to learn things that I would never do before. Is learning how to cook more.
yeah,
Because before the pandemic, the easiest thing for me was to go maybe to a little restaurant that I have here around my house,
yeah,
or to order. You have
yeah,
this apps, Didi
yeah,
Food or
yeah,
or Uber Eats or whatever.
yeah.
The easiest thing
Uber
for
Eats.
me
Yeah,
it was just to order something.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
but considering that the pandemic doesn't allow me to have the economy to do it in a
yeah,
regular basis,
yeah,
I prefer to start cooking on my own. I
yeah,
have to say, in the beginning, it was a disaster. I mean, it was a big disaster. But little by
yeah,
little, we have been able to carry on and to do some good stuff. But in the meantime, I was like, oh my god, I hope my kitchen survives because I don't do a lot of things.
yeah.
I imagine this. I burned the water, and how the hell do you burn the water? Well, I don't know, man. I just did it.
How does anyone burn the water?
Exactly. That's the point. I mean, dude, how did you burn milk? The milk was in the freezer. I don't know.
So
That kind of stuff.
that's a lockdown experience for cooking.
Well, I would say more like it's it's an experience at the end of the day. Remember that we were talking about it some
Yeah,
shows ago. You have to
yeah,
learn to do new things.
yeah,
You just can't continue with the same routine recipe because
yeah,
the world has changed.
yeah, yeah,
Whether we want it or not, the world has changed, and we have
yeah,
to we have to move along with the world.
yeah,
I'm not talking about the world economy is moving.
yeah,
Oh my God, the big economic powerhouses are suffering.
yeah.
Blah 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 blah. No, it's more like the little things.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like, for example, learning how to cook, prepare some other activity with your family, or I don't know, finding a way to spend time with everybody.
Yeah, yeah,
That's one of the changes that sometimes we have to face, we have to deal with. We don't like it, but guess what? It is there. And for me, one of the things that I had to do that I was never expecting to do was definitely learning to cook. You know,
yeah.
Simple as that. And I'm just
So
giving you one
that
example.
is there something of a stressful thing for you, like because after cooking you got to wash up.
The stressing thing, it was when I was in the process of learning.
Mm. Yeah, yeah,
And maybe the whole process of using the kitchen in general the way you're supposed to, because I remember that those days, the first time I prepared something, it got burned, and I was like, oh my god, oh, this is not good. What am I doing here? I mean, I have to think about things in my life, like, dude, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? But now, it was not that big. Washing the dishes, for example, is like, well, I guess this comes with it. I mean, I guess this is part of it. Well,
yeah, yeah.
what the hell?
I
Let's do it.
yeah.
Why not? We're here.
I I kind of felt, I actually, just to let Miguel know, I actually started, what you saw earlier on was my cooking channel. It's called Cook Network.
I saw that.
Yeah, a shout out to my own channel. I started off well because I was doing like what I like. I was doing some cooking because I always pride myself with my own cooking. Because I'm a vegan, and yet my food is healthy and yet it is tasty, which is so hard to achieve because people say healthy food sucks. People say healthy food tastes bad, but I'm able to like do something nice with my food, and I
Yeah.
cook with the ingredients that I like. But after a few weeks, I found that I was just like going round and round. I couldn't be cooking my fried rice 10 times on the same show, and I couldn't be doing 10 times of pasta soup on the same.
It would look weird.
And then after a while in lockdown, I'm just telling you,
Oh my
I
God.
my recipes just became a routine. I was thinking, oh no, I can't be doing the same thing. How can I be doing the same recipe 10 times? So I realized I need someone someone like you to share, and someone like uh uh for what I mean, our chef, our celebrity chef, Lamar Wallace, to share some of these lockdown recipes, because I think myself or yourself, I don't know how you feel, but myself, after cooking like for 1 month, I
Yeah.
find that maybe within a month, okay, the first month I'm all right. The second month it repeats itself. The third month it repeats itself. Oh no, I mean, that's the death of my channel because I can't be cooking the same fried rice 10 times. After that, 20 times, 30 times, it's like, so it kind of had to stop. And I didn't have new recipes. And I keep saying the same thing. Oh, I'm thinking, oh no, my channel can't continue, and I don't have new recipes.
There's something going on
Yeah,
here.
and when I make my order online, I'm only always ordering the same few vegetables or the same few spices, because that's what I have grown up with and be familiar with. And after a while, it just goes on, and really, I'm kind of sick of it. That's why I really feel this is a lockdown challenge because I can tell you, after a few weeks, my channel just went dead. I have nothing new.
Well, let me tell you something. I mean, if you say, okay, maybe we can try this, maybe we can try that, there's always things to learn, you know. For example, I remember that when I started, there was a bunch of recipes back in. I was watching on the internet. Honestly, I was looking for
Yeah,
recipes,
yeah, yeah,
something easy to do, easy to prepare, easy to prepare. And I remember one of the things that I really had to do, no matter what, is stick to the recipe, stick to the recipe, stick to the recipe, stick to the
yeah,
recipe. I
yeah,
don't want to blow it up. I don't want to make a mistake. So just
yeah,
stay with the recipe and don't make any stupid mistake. Remember, you're gonna die if you if you do something weird.
yeah. So you are a person who is a scrambled egg specialist.
Well, not a specialist. I mean, it's
I
more
mean, like,
like that's the best thing that I got.
because you have been in lockdown for a year, you better be specialist in something.
Well, I gotta tell you, my pancakes have
Pancakes.
become a massive hit with my kid. He says,
Wow.
I don't know how you do it, but you make them fluffy, you know, like
Mm.
spongy and like, well,
Tell
I
us
remember
how you
that
do
I
it.
thought, I remember that I
Share
thought
your
one day,
recipe. Maybe I can do your recipe here in Singapore.
probably that would be
Pancakes.
good.
Okay, tell me, what kind of flour do you do?
Uh,
Normal
it's not
flour
really that
with water?
much of the difference. I mean, I just buy the flour that you find on the supermarket, and you know the one that is made for pancakes. That's pretty much what I do. Maybe adding a little cinnamon. What is the name of this thing? There's some places, I don't know, they're in Singapore, but here in Mexico, there's a bunch of things that you can actually buy. They are
Mm.
cinnamon powder or something like that.
Cinnamon powder. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We
Well,
have
I
lots
just
of we have lots of the cinnamon. A
well,
lot of them, the cheaper ones are from India. And to let Miguel know, these are real stuff. I mean, even though we're talking about the mind and everything, the food really affects your mood, right? I
Imagine if
mean,
you do
it
it
does.
bad.
For me, it does. And like what you said, we can order takeouts, we can order delivery, but this is how much your money is going to stretch. You can't be ordering every day, right?
No, no,
I mean,
definitely
the
not.
only thing I like ordering is because I don't have to wash the dishes and I don't have to clean up. I just have to pack. But when I
Uh,
do my cooking, I do look at some YouTube channel, but I kind of like simplified it by 50%. I don't cook. I don't stick to the recipe.
one thing I do, and maybe I don't know. This is what I do because I see the recipe on YouTube. I see that it's not a person that is improvising. It's a person that at least know what he or she's doing.
Yeah.
So I say, okay, he's telling, for example, it's like this. He's telling me 20 minutes. I have to stir it up. 20 minutes. Oh my God, I have 15. Uh, how much time is it? Oh my God, my arm is swollen. I can't take it anymore. Please stop. 20 minutes, you said it. It's like 19. Please let me stop. And the other says, remember, you have to do it for 20 minutes. Oh, that's so much.
Wow. So
And you're
you
like,
do stick with the recipes.
yeah, I prefer to do it that way
Yeah.
because I have a reference. Okay. From that
Mm,
point on, I can continue and I can do something a little different, you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
it's easier for me. It has become something easy for me to do, and also has become something that I can adapt myself because okay, I have to watch the recipe like 4 or 5 times, so the number six time I can do it right,
Wow.
and that's when I say okay, I think I got it. I think I'm not mastering it, but at least I'm working on something good. I guess I'm doing it right. I guess that
And
I'm
being
doing the things
yeah,
that I'm supposed to do.
and being like the dad of your daughter, how does she receive your cooking? She likes your fluffy pancakes, right?
That's one of the things she likes. And
Yeah.
then I started to prepare a bunch of things, and I started to well, not prepare to dominate how to do something easy.
Mm.
For example, I was speaking about, for example, scramble eggs, but here we have a little a variety. It's not very that. It's not really that hard. It's called huevos a la mexicana, which the translation could be Mexican scrambled eggs.
Wow. You
I
even
mean,
have a name for a scrambled eggs in Mexico. That means it is
for the
special,
way
right?
that for the way we prepare it, but I would say
Yeah.
it's not really like, oh my God, you're doing something like you're innovating in the kitchen. Now it's more like an omelette with a little bit of vegetables, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But the thing that we do here is that we grill them.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
you
there is this
grill.
there is this little it's not we don't do it directly from the grill. I say we grill them because we put it like in this surface. We call it here comal. It is to heat up the tortillas. It has to be flat. It has to be
Yeah.
metal,
Yeah.
so we can work it out. And
Yeah.
we put the vegetables there like 2 or 3 minutes. Sometimes you see that it's peeling off because of the temperature, and that's when we know it's ready. Next thing we
Wow.
do with a lot, we have to be very careful because it's really hot. When we start to chop them, boom, 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 boom. Probably half an onion, a tomato, half of a chili. I don't recommend to do more. I
No, I
mean,
love
just
chilies. We
grab
love
the
chilies
grab
here in
the
Singapore.
grab the pepper. Just
Yeah.
cut half, and the half that you cut, you put it there. You chop it, and then okay, you have the vegetables ready. Then you start to prepare your scrambled egg.
Wow.
You add the vegetables to it,
Yeah.
and you just you do the egg the same way that you do it all the time. That
Yeah.
is the only variety, and I believe we call it here Mexican scrambled eggs, but I am pretty sure that in other part of the world they call it with some other name or something. I am pretty sure about it. I would like to know, people, if you know, please put it in the comments because honestly, I have no idea.
Okay, I'm just gonna let you know the Vicky scrambled egg. What I do is that I take the egg from the fridge and I take out the pan, I heat up the pan and I break the egg directly into the pan and I kind of stir it. That's my scrambled eggs.
Really? You do that?
That's my scrambled eggs.
Oh, are you allowed to do that?
You kill the food. And that's
No,
how I
but
do. I mean, that's my version of my lockdown scramble eggs. But I mean, that's what I do. I mean, to be really fast, and my challenge for my lockdown cooking is just like to be really fast, to have as least washing as possible, so that I stay at the kitchen sink as short time as possible, and then just leave the kitchen. So that's my challenge, for my lockdown recipe. Is just like go into the kitchen, take out the pan. I mean, of course, you rinse the pan and take some food out from the fridge, rinse whatever food that is, the vegetables, and I use my scissors, and I don't take like you and chop chop chop. I don't do that. I just cut, and then I just
uh, I don't know.
so
I don't
that's
know
my
how I
no,
would do that.
that's my lockdown hack for my food,
I
ladies and
have a friend
gentlemen.
that actually, I have a friend that actually works in a restaurant,
Yeah.
and he tells me, and I don't know. Of course, I'm not saying something different or anything, but he told me, dude, don't use the scissors, man. It's like sacrilege. And like, really?
Yeah, you're killing the food.
Why? Why? Because you just don't cut them like that. That's why you have knives.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
okay. Don't yell at me, man. I'm just asking. He's telling me, I'm just telling you, don't do it.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. I'm sorry.
yeah. So your cooking does take some of your stress in the lockdown
I
from
would
you.
say that it doesn't make me stress or doesn't stress me. All the opposite. It takes a lot of stress out of me. Because if you're not focusing a lot of the
Yeah,
on the pandemic and you focus on the things that you have to do, it gets a little bit easier.
yeah, yeah,
Well, of course, a little bit's an understatement. It gets a lot easier,
yeah,
especially because you realize that you have the capacity to do a lot of things that you never expected you could do.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
uh, I don't know how to say it. It's just it's part of the things that we were talking about. It's part of evolution of the people. Uh,
yeah,
do something that you never expect to do. Get out of the comfort zone.
yeah, yeah,
You know that's the thing. Some of the things that maybe a lot of people are reluctant to learn, maybe because they are not used to it. I mean, it's
yeah,
hard to learn something new.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, I see it with a bunch of students that I have from very basic levels, and they tell me, dude, it's I know that we're trying here, but sometimes I feel it's like a little bit impossible. And I said, dude, let's put it this way. Uh, you're here for a reason. And that reason is not because I told you to come here. You have the necessity, the you did the hardest part, which is saying, I need help, and I will make that and I will take that step. You know? Sometimes for a lot of people, that's the hardest thing to do, to accept that they have to change something and to start with the change. Because once you start with the change, there's no way to stop you.
yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm seriously, I mean, how can you stop from something that you're doing so right? There's just no way, especially because you're watching the progress that you're making. Okay, it may not be perfect. I gotta say, some of my students are very good, but because of all the passion that they put into it.
wow,
And yes, we gotta say it. I mean, it's not perfect because they are in that process of learning how to do it 100% right. But the important thing here is precisely to let them know you're in the hardest part of the process. Whatever comes next is easy. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, something happened. But don't worry, we're gonna be right here. Miss Vicky is having a little technical difficulties, but hey, guess what? We're gonna have a good time. All right. Yes, that's pretty much one of the things that I was telling you guys. All right. Um, it's very difficult just to say, nah, it's gonna be all right. It's not gonna be all right. But that's one of the recommendations that I do to each and every one of you guys. Just take your shot. I mean, the pandemic is something that is going to make us evolve, yes or yes, whether we like it or not. And I have seen some of the stories from Talk About Life with my good friend Vicky right there. And I know that this moment right here is one of the hardest moments in human history. Yes, nobody's denying that. It's it's not easy, it's not fun. But hey, we're here, right? We're going through, we're surviving. Whatever decisions we better make those with the heart. Let me tell you that, okay? Uh, for all of you out there in the world, because I know this is going worldwide. I mean, this is not only to my family and friends, but this is something for everyone. All right, we just have to go on. We have to continue. We have to go on. We have to do the best we got, and that's the way we're gonna do things. All right, that's the way we're gonna survive, and we're not going to survive. We're going to evolve, ladies and gentlemen. I am receiving a message from Vicky right now. I believe something happened to her internet connection. Yeah, definitely something happened. But hey, guess what? That's okay. Sometimes that happens. Hey, this is live. So things like that are gonna happen. All right. Also,